Evening, sir. Good afternoon, students. How are you doing today?
Doing pretty good, sir.
Good job. I'm happy to hear. Mm. All right, so we are we're on the final lap, final lap. Um, so final that it's very important that we focus on what is happening now. Final lap. But I'm confident. I'm very confident. Very confident that things are going to be fine. All right. So I did say to you that I have two areas to look at, double integration and differential equations. And as promised, I'm going to I'm going to do it. I'm going to do I'm going to do them. But before I do, let me ask you, how is Lagrange multipliers going? Are you able to go through the ones that the question that we did in class again, the document that I sent, and the recording?
View that part of the recording, but not in its entirety. So I guess that answer is no.
Okay. But okay. So how you feel though about the topic?
Need more practice.
Anybody else?
That's
Secret
my
iPhone
comment
hack
as
that
well.
will change your
But I
life.
need more
You can now
practice.
use AI to
We need more practice. But hold on there. How much are it upon the call? On the two wanna answer me? What about the rest of you?
Sorry, it's the same for me as well.
Okay. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Let us do let us do let us do one more. I need your undivided because I can't spend the duration of today's class on Lagrange. I must start and finish a topic today, which is my double integration. That's the plan that I have. So I'm going to ask you to give me your undivided. Oh, I should tell you, um, the first device that I logged on to, the audio wasn't coming out, so I had to go and sort it out, um, which delayed my second coming. All right. I'm generating a question. Give me half a second, please. Mm, oh, that's what it means. Okay. All right, so I have me a question for you. I'll give you a couple minutes to do it for me. Please do the best you can. Let me know if you are seeing my screen.
Yes, sir. Seen it.
Yes, sir.
All right, thanks. Can you start for me, please? I'm going to give you about 10 minutes. Start for me. Are we okay?
Still working, sir.
Okay, good. Just checking in on you guys. All right, continue.
Good evening, sir.
We finished now? Are we finished? Yes, no, maybe so.
No, sir.
All right.
No,
All
sir.
right. 5 more minutes and then I come. How we stay now?
Sir,
Writing out.
Sir and writing out? Who's going?
Writing out the
honestly
final
not
statement.
getting this, sir.
Go to talk again. All right, no problem. I hear you asking it. What are you writing out?
The final
Come on.
statements.
Okay, cool.
Sir, every time I write something across it out.
Because you're not following my steps. I gave you some steps. You're not following the steps.
I think I am.
All right, no problem. We will see what happens. Next. Oh, Rockstone. Um, okay, phone I didn't put it today. Um, one of our colleagues died. And here is something for him. One of the past students just sent a message a while ago to say that the tribute has started. Clearly, she not seen it online. Let me just let me just um accommodize J's and P's. And I remember today, you know, I remember today, today, anything 862 3 6 1 4 4 6 3 6 6 2 3 6 1 4 3 4 5 4 6 3 5 6. I'm seeing two of my stocks, three. Let me just forgive me first. Let me just send this out to my team so my team can. Um, okay, okay. Let me copy this. Answer something. Let me just send this to my other. Okay. Scan this to, Right. I just reminded my team. I hope the light music in the background is not disturbing me because I hope they don't call upon me. Jesus, I pray for favor, Lord. All right. Finish, Shamari.
Yes, sir.
Let me hear what you got for your answers.
You want the points or you just want the maximum and minimum?
Give me the points. What do you got for the points?
Got 2 and 0 and negative 2 and 0. And as well as 0 and root 2 and 0 and negative root 2. And the absolute maximum is 2, which occurs at 2, 0 and negative 2, 0. The absolute minimum is negative 16, which occurs at 0, root 2 and 0, negative root 2.
All right. So hear me out now, Shamari. Me, I go buy you a drink. If you want a beer, you get the beer. If you want a soda, you get the soda. If you want a bottle of water, you can get a bottle of water. That's excellent. I did a question while I asked you to do the stuff, and everything that you quoted, I have on paper. Excellent.
That's great, sir.
Yeah, man. Congrats. The rest of your hobby stay is a say. I don't have private classes with Shamari, you know. Come on.
Sir,
Yes, Papa.
um, never know I could put root 2. Just write root 2.
Why not? Of
Am I right?
course. Oh, you write what the value?
Yeah.
No, man, you can't write root 2, man. Because that's exactly what I wrote. Root of 2.
Oh.
Did you get the maximum value to be 2 as well?
Well, I got the 16th, negative 16.
And you got the 2?
No, sir, because me use the 1.4. So you need to give me 1.98.
And that's the difficulty when we round off, it gives us a hold on. Somebody's speaking, but it's so low though. I don't particularly need to speak, but I can hardly hear though. The volume is so low. All right. All right, so I hear from Shaboy, I hear from Astonil, I hear from Shamari. Who is left? Simon, it's just you left.
So we got the same possibilities and maximum and minimums.
So you got the 2 and the 16.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. That's encouraging. Volume is so low. Um, I don't know how to. Let's see. All right, come on. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do is to differentiate my 2y, my y to get 2y, and it's going to be equal to 4 alpha y. That's my first equation. Then I'm going to get 4 to 8 minus 8x, and that is going to be equal to 2x, 2 alpha x.
Okay, I think I figured it out. This voice recording was received from Mr. Russell. Worked with my uncle. I apologize. My name is Mary McCoy. I'm the niece of Sue. And so, Mr. Russell, like I said, was a coworker of his, worked with together for some years. And so
Hold on, guys.
I just wanted to say ahead. Very good.
All right, not hearing nothing. Um,
Okay. Can anyone, I know that that was very low for me. Can you just drop in the chat if you were able to hear that?
go.
Very low. That is right. Okay. These are the technical difficulties, but one second.
All right, come guys. Let's go. Forgive me. Kind of multitasking. And then no, the aim is for me to remember. The second step is for me to make x and y the subject of the formula. So if I use equation 1, I'm going to have 2y minus 4. This is going to be 2y.
To say that indeed is great loss to the family.
and to the staff of the Excelsior Community College. And we really do sympathize with you. It is actually
2y
tough. It's a kid
is equal to 0,
with a man
which implies that y is equal to 0.
based on policies.
1 minus 2
This work is every night. It's a man of service. It's always there for the students. And I can tell you this, he did try to shortchange them. Whenever time they were speaking up, he would call them, sit them down, and of course talk to them about their behavior. You know, he was a man who loved sports, and he was able to participate in discussions a lot of time.
So,
The discussions of politics
minus
are
8x minus 2 lambda x equals 0
at times
minus 2x into 4 plus
you know, someone who has impacted many lives.
let me sum right here. So negative 2x 2 times 2 is 4. Sorry, 2 4 is 8. Negative 2 lambda x. Okay, that looks correct. And then negative 2x equals 0, which implies
Stories. And let me say that these memories will never be forgotten.
get that so far? Somebody
Sure.
talk to me now.
The in the first equation, right?
Mhm.
When you say 1 minus 2 lambda,
Mhm.
where you got the 1 from?
Yeah,
Is it
factored out the 2y has to be.
okay?
No, don't you know? Okay. They didn't know that you really see because I just say
Yeah,
factor out.
see, the 2y and the 2y cancel out. So you get
Not
1.
cancel, not cancel, factor out.
Factor out.
Right. Good.
So yeah, what you doing? You're just working it from both of those situations that you had.
Yeah. What
You
did you
have
do?
to do that.
What did you do? Which equations are you talking about?
See, the same 2y equal 4 lambda y and minus 8x equal 2 lambda x. We never went out the minus 8x minus 2 lambda x. We just do the, you know,
Yeah, man. So remember in the other questions, what we have to do is check for we have to work for x and we have to work for y. It so happened that when we work out this one, we got the value of y equals 0 and lambda equals a half. But if lambda equals a half, oh yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, man. I'm correct. I don't know why I'm confused. Based on the question I asked, I was looking at something else. All right, so yes, so we're gonna work out both of them now. So what is gonna happen now? Because we have our question with y equals 0 and x equals 0. We're not going to look at lambda equals -4 and lambda equals a half yet. Remember in the other questions that we did, we didn't have a value of x and y, so we had to substitute lambda in there in order to find x and y. But it so happened that x
Forgot that it is safe depending on fear that.
right. Sorry guys.
Yes. All right. I am on the way in Florida, driving to the nearest site.
Forgive me. I am multitasking. Forgive me, guys. I really don't normally do this, but this is the last opportunity I can get to say a goodbye to one of my team members that passed about 2 weeks ago. What's my constraint?
Sir.
Yeah, man. Thanks much. Thanks much. All right, so to recall, the constraint is x squared plus 2y squared equals 4. So let us use all right, let us use an x equals 0 first. This x equals 0. So remember, put it this way, I'm able to skip a line. Do you recognize that I'm able to skip a line? Normally, I would get my value in terms of alpha. I'll get my value. Sorry, lambda.
Alpha, lambda.
Lambda. You know, I just said that to see if you're paying attention. So thank you. Right. So normally I get my values in terms of lambda, and then substitute the values of lambda in terms of x and y, so that I could get my coordinates of x and y, so that I can substitute it into the constraint. True or false? Let me see if I remember that step.
True.
Yeah, man. But in this particular question, the value of x and y came out. Sorry.
There anyone else that would like to say a few short words or anecdote? Okay, Mr. Samson SM. I don't know if that's the name you're going to have to introduce your show. I'm going to ask you to
All right.
next my head.
Okay. So that's my constraint. So when I'm going to use when x equals 0. When x is equals to 0, I'm going to have 0 squared plus 2y squared equals 4. Therefore, 2y squared is equals to 4. And divide both sides by 2. I'm going to have y squared is equals to 2. If I find the square root of both sides, I'm going to get y is equals to plus or minus the root of 2. So what this is saying to me that the coordinates would be 0, comma, the root of 2, and 0, comma, negative the root of 2. Tell me to see that.
Yes, sir.
All right, good. And then when y equals 0, we have x squared plus 2 times 0 squared is equals to
Hold on a bit, please.
Mhm.
We have the square root of y squared equal square root of 2. What's that thing that you have there? The
What?
equal sign? What's that? Before the y plus or minus.
This?
Yes.
This sign?
Yes.
implied.
Sir, but I not arrow that.
Mm.
Sir, me say equal D. All right, sir.
It's not working. I'm not sure. I can't unmute for him. Usually I know in some meetings you can, but I'm not seeing the option to unmute it for him.
And when you say y equal plus or minus square root of 2, knowing that we're finding the square root of y squared.
Mhm.
Oh, I just answered my question.
Yes,
Okay.
Samantha, it's because once I ask you to unmute,
So once you have once you have once you take the square root of a number, you're taking the positive root as well as the negative root. Don't forget that because it means that you're going to skip out one of the values. You're going to skip out one of the values. I wonder if she has claimed the host.
says he's giving it, but it's not working. So I'm sorry if you want. Yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. Anderson. We won't be able to hear you. So I'm so sorry. I'm like I have to. Yes, I see that you're trying. I'm not sure if it works while somebody else is speaking. I'll keep an eye on your screen and then buzz you in as soon as they continue. All right. So I know Trezor, you had something, the Lopez family had something to say. Are you ready now?
Yes, we are.
All right.
So you may go ahead.
Forgive me here. I'm trying to multitask. So I'm going to have now x squared is equals to 4.
I know my brother. Like, but Dr. Michael Lopez, and every one of us had to boy on a Sunday or a Saturday, especially on a Sunday. For years, like
2, 0.
practice math, sentence. I don't want of us to take the path of science. Next, right?
All right. So those are that's how we got the values ascending. The others got it. So that's I'm following. That's how we end up getting the values ascending. Look at it and tell me if you agree with what I have.
Agree, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mhm. All right, now so
Remembrance. Trust me, there are many memories.
y squared minus 4x squared. Y squared minus 4x squared.
Thank you, Trezor. That was lovely. I'm giving a couple people a few minutes because I understand they're in a noisy environment. So I'll again open the floor. John Lumsden, I see your hand went up. You can unmute now. Go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. My name is John Thompson. I'm a former co-worker of
Hold on, guys.
work at uh,
Guys, I'm still here. Just give me half a second, please, guys. I'll come in. Let's look at this in the meantime. All right. Do I have a constraint my f of xy? Oh Lord, please, I beg of you.
Sorry, are you back?
I'm back here, but I'm trying to again.
So for the x squared plus 2y squared equal 4, we call that the constraint, right?
Mhm.
What is it that we call what the constraint is subject to? So this that we're recalling now, what is this? What we call that one?
That's the function.
Okay.
Good evening again, everyone. I know many persons that
Sure.
are my daughter. It's a very, very nice. We are sisters on our path the side. And from my side, I have one other sister and brother. And approximately or 17 years
I keep forgetting. Guys, this anytime I'm sharing, always remind me to open multiple pages, please, because it keeps
So
giving
put
me.
it on the blank page, this blank page. Well, oh, it's
Yeah,
not a blank page.
that's what I'm doing. But it's the page is being added, but it's being added before. All right, let me forget about it. Because just one
Yes,
other
I'm
thing.
saying since it's adding before, just put it before you.
No, it will confuse people, man. Mono want it so. Oh, I see what you're saying, but Mono want it so. Let me try
Put it
one
before
last.
it and draw the arrow. And then when we listen to the recording, we will know that it's the next step is before it because you are having some challenge.
Let us
So
see
you
if
can
I get.
probably track the content onto the page where you added.
Say it again.
So you can probably just drag the content onto the new page and then use the old page. Like do a next page break.
This is not like the last time. The last time what it did, I'm trying something else. The last time it was this that was giving the problem, but that's not giving the problem anymore. All right, let me see if I can see. It's not.
And then can you move it to the page above it? I drag
Uh,
and
no, I'm going to copy it because if I drag it, it's going to delete the page. It's going to delete the page. Right. So I have that now on as that page. So what I forgot to know, if I copy if I cut it pop or drag it up, it's going to clear that blank page. I tried doing that before. So what I'll do is just delete as I go along and write. All right. So f of 2 comma 0 is going to be 2 is x. So that's going to be 0 squared minus 4 times 2 squares, 4, 16. So this is equal to negative 16. F of negative 2 comma 0 is equals to y squared minus, no, what am I doing?
So another call, anybody has something to say, drop it on the chat or raise your hand and then unmute. And just checking in Tapia. Are you ready now?
2 to 4, that's a minus 16 again. And then, what is this now? 0 root of 2.
Time, anybody would like to ask the word, the Tapia or chicken Tapia, where you coming from, how much as we remember the second day and our time together.
All right, see, my assistant is asking me now, what are we going to be saying? Hold on there.
Go ahead.
Um,
It just feels strange. Feels like a present was the root to the law. And there was also a very young of very thing. I think so.
Yeah, definitely was that kind of picture. There, there was another person that had tried to unmute at the same time. I think it was Dorothy Lateral.
Right. Mhm.
Oh, that was an error then. Okay. I my son, are you ready now? Or I'll finish one of the 5 minutes. And then Maureen, you can go ahead. Maureen, yes.
Oh, I don't have to do that. I can do this.
No.
I can do this. All right. What's it now? The root of 2? Root of 2 square minus 4 times 0 square. The root of 2 squares is going to be equal to 2. Minus 0, which is just equal to 2. The root of 2 is 2, right, guys? Because when I multiply 2 square roots, I can find now the root and put the two twos underneath there. So I'll find technically the root of 4, which is going to be 2. And f of 0 comma negative the root of 2 is going to be equal to negative the root of 2 all squared minus 4 times 0 squared is equals to 2 minus 0, which is equals to 2. So the absolute ABSOLUT, the absolute maximum will be the highest value is 2 and occurs is OCCURS at 0 comma the root of 2 and 0 comma the negative the root of 2. And the absolute minimum is negative 16 and occurs at 2 comma 0 and negative 2 comma 0. All right, so technically this question wasn't as hard as the ones that we did before. All right, but just look at those for me. The recording for this one is not gonna go as smooth as I would have loved because I am trying to multitask, so there are going to be some breaks in it, but please forgive me. Any questions before I move into my new topic?
Could you scroll back for me, please?
I'm coming as soon as I finish erasing those. Go back to where? Here?
Right there. I'll tell you when to move. Sure, you said the absolute minimum is minus
-16.
16. And it occurs or it reoccurs?
And I know, just a second before I let
What's the word?
to thank everybody directing.
Sorry. It occurs at 2,0 and 2, negative 2,0. That's when the negative 16 occurs.
Okay.
So I'm sure that appreciates prayer
Okay, sir.
and the tidings.
Sir, I
You
noticed
can
it switched around for me.
Either you cannot be, you can continue though.
What's the for you, Papa?
Hi,
As in, the 2 for me occurs, the absolute maximum of 2 for me occurs at the other point, 2, 0, and negative 2, 0. And
Yeah, that's where it's supposed to occur. That's what I did.
Sure.
No, man, the maximum occurs at
You will distract the trader.
no, man, the maximum occurs at negative at 0, comma the root of 2 and
Root
0,
two.
the negative root of 2. Yeah, the root of 2. That's where the maximum occurs. The minimum occurs at 2, comma 0. I am correct, Papa. So tell me, when you substituted, so I need to fix that. No, I'm not distracted, Miss Astenil. Let me fix that. When you put in 2, comma 0, Shamari,
negative 16,
and when you put in negative 2, comma 0, you get,
negative 16,
okay, and when you put in the root of 2, you get,
2,
and the negative root of 2, you get.
2,
So out of 2 and negative 16, which bigger?
2.
Yeah, so that's the maximum. So that's the maximum.
So, sir, when doing the question, right?
Hold the question. Don't lose the question, Astenil. Shamari,
Yes, sir.
good. So if 2 is bigger than 16, negative 16, it means that the maximum is going to occur at 2. The maximum is 2, sorry.
Yeah,
And if the maximum is 2, it occurs at 0, the root of 2, and 0, the negative root of 2.
Yes, sir. Monsieur say me switch it up accidentally.
Yeah, man. And then, of course, negative 16 is smaller. So remember what, as I said before, we look, the smaller one is going to be the minimum, and the larger one is going to be the maximum.
Yes, sir.
All
I
right?
remember that.
Yeah, man, good. All right, Aston, I fixed it. So go ahead now, Aston.
I was asking if when doing the question, right? The question asks for the minimum and the maximum values. What if we just write minimum value 2, maximum value 2, and minimum value minus 16? But we don't write where it occurs, or we don't write absolute maximum. Would that be incorrect, or will marks be deducted? Because the statement is incomplete?
Yes, the statement is incomplete. So I need to know where the maximum occurs. I have 4 points. You have to tell me which of the points the maximum occurs.
But in the question never says state where it occurs. So
But
find the maximum and minimum
the
value.
question asks for the maximum. Is me asking you this question, Astonel? How do I get from half a tree to Excelsior? I said take a bus.
But which bus stop is supposed to come out?
That's the point.
Okay.
All right. All right. Yeah, that is it. So you have to tell him where. All right.
Okay, sir.
Cool. I'm going to mute for 1 minute here.
Sir,
Go ahead.
before I go, you could just tell me again why we didn't need to look on the lambda and why you looked at, or you say we always have to look at both of the equations that we got, the 2y equal 4 lambda y and the negative 8x equal 2 lambda x. We always have to work those two into the constraint.
Yes. Yes. But remember, no, we skip a step right here, so and why we skip a step? Because um we skip a step because normally we would have gotten our value, would have calculated lambda, and then from lambda would have substituted lambda into the x. Remember, x and y were normally in terms of lambda.
Yes, sir.
Good. So when we get the value of lambda now, we would have substituted the value of lambda into x and y in order to get the values of x and y to then substitute x and y into the constraints. But it so happened for this question, it gave us both the value of x and lambda. You follow what I'm saying? It gave both the value of x and lambda. X equals 0, lambda equals -4. Y equals 0, lambda equals a half. So in this case, I did not have x and y in respect to lambda. So therefore, I'm not going to use lambda. I'm going to use y equals 0. You follow what I'm saying?
You lose me there, sir.
Hmm?
You kind of lose me right there.
All right. All right, don't worry about it. I am Mr. Fix-It. I am Mr. Fix-It. What is this? Block BLOCK. Block scheduling.
Thank you again, Daniel. Yeah, this is definitely something we want to do just because of the suddenness of everything. I know it was a shock for the family. Um, but times like these that you have
Are you seeing the stream?
Yes, sir.
All right. So the point I'm making is,
go ahead.
the point I'm making is, normally when we get the value of lambda, the value of x and y is normally in terms of lambda. So we'll have to find the value of lambda, which is what we did here, and got positive and negative a quarter. Then we substitute it back into the x and the y, so we can get the x and y values. See here, we substitute back into the x and y, so we can get the x and y values right here. You follow what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But I don't like what that yes sound. Let me go again.
Perspective as the lecturer at
Right here, so we have lambda, we have x to be in terms of lambda, y to be in terms of lambda. So when we look at this here, my aim now is to substitute it into the constraint, but I can't go ahead and substitute x equals 5/2 lambda in this constraint because I just want pure x, pure y. So I had to go and calculate the value of lambda, and I get the lambda value down here. So it says, now that we know the values of lambda, we can find the points that will be potential maximum or minimum. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
In this case, oh Lord Jesus, where am I? Oh Lord.
gets very close to his students, mathematics, but actually close to the engineering department.
Are you seeing this new screen?
Yes, sir. I'm seeing the new screen.
All
And
right.
I have to ask him many times, how you go about it?
All right. So look at what does that mean?
And he said to me and shared with me some of the ways in which things can be done and how to get students to.
In this your case, what's the value of x? You see that we never had x equal something in relation to lambda? You know, in the example I just showed you a while ago, would have
Yeah.
2 over lambda, and then we have to go work out what lambda is and then substitute it back into the value of x. It just gave us the x value right here. And it gave you the y values right here. So we don't have to use lambda again because this lambda equals a half is relating to this y equals 0. And this lambda equals.
And then trying guys can go ahead.
I'm sorry. They just called my name, so I was paused. Shamari, are you following what I'm saying, oh Papa?
Yes, sir.
What am I saying? Tell me what am I saying?
You're saying that you noticed since you work out that 2y minus 4 lambda y equals 0, since you work that out and you get y, you get what you get an absolute value for y, be like a constant value for y, I don't know what to call it.
Y equals 0.
Yeah, and you didn't get it in terms of lambda. You noticed that you could have worked out the other equation as well and gotten the value for x so that you wouldn't have to deal with lambda any at all. So you skipped the part where you put lambda into the 2y equal 4 lambda y, and you just started working on the points after that.
And in fact, okay, I'm
Started working on the maximum and minimum.
It literally felt like time had stopped because he is such a personality that you just can't believe that he's not there anymore. It just felt like he was always there. And I think if his work in his life too, like I think
Shamari?
Yes, sir.
Right. So you think you get it now then, right?
Yes, sir. I just want to provide a couple more times so I can understand it more.
Yeah, but let me just say it one more time for somebody who wants to get it uninterrupted. All right, I'm going to be quickly because the lady just asked me a question. All right, good. So what I'm saying to you, in this your case, we normally in the first example, we got x to be equal to something like 2 over something with something lambda, and y was equals to something over something lambda. So we had to find the value of lambda. We had to find the value of lambda. So we could find the value of x and we could find the value of y to then substitute into the constraint. But in this case, we have lambda equals to a half when y equals 0, and we have lambda equals -4 when x is equal to 0. So there's no, and we don't have an equation as x equals something in lambda, pure lambda. It just gave us a value of x and y. So we're going to skip that step into the calculation. You know, like when you're cooking, when you're cooking chicken foot soup, but it so happened that the chicken foot, and whereby already the fingernail them cut off, you don't have to cut them again because it's cut off already. So you're just skipping that step. And then now we are going to substitute into the constraint. We are going to substitute into the constraint. And the constraint is, as my recall here says, x squared plus y squared, x squared plus 2y squared is equal to 4. And then now all I'm going to do is just plug in my values. I could start with y equals 0 first. We can go ahead. And it gave me these two sets of values. Remember though, the only concern I have right here is when you are finding the value of y that you know that is plus or minus 2. If you use only plus 2, you can lose this value. you then lose this value. And similarly, that's what we'd have done in the other case in order to get the other value. Coming back to what Astonil asked, Astonil, if you are going to if you're going to Excelsior in half a tree, I'm gonna say, excuse me, miss, how me get to half a tree? I mean to Excelsior. And he said, man, you just jump on one bus now. And when me look at the park, me say, will it a bus? Me don't know which one for jump, you know. You will not have to tell me where the maximum occurs. So the maximum is 2. Where did this occur? 0, 0, negative root of 2, 0, the positive root of 2. And the similar thing that we did with the maximum. Fair enough? This is it, you know, because the next thing that I'm going to look at is a double integral. I'm going to say something now. So I'm going to give you a 5 minutes break because I'm going to start and finish double integration today. I'm going to start and finish double integration today. So
that the department must go home. We must go home and we must have support and let us go and eat a fish over there and have a drink over there.
it might be an example.
And to just look at you and come back. He was just forthcoming and jovial, and as I said before, we can never truly replace it. Take heart.
All right, so come guys. I'm going to speak.
What we want like
All right, I'm back with you now. So we are
Ocean. Okay, I agree with Miss Smith that had an infection, a laptop, second to none. Um, I had for yeah, had some fond memories, homeless memories. Um, I'm going to share a bit. Let me turn on that. As a child, my dad would, take me to sugar side and buy me a coffee, uh, drinks and a cupcake. So when we reach in the kernel, he would open up the coffee, let it cool, blow, and I'll eat.
all right. Are we all back?
Yes, sir.
I've played my role already, so I have you now for the next half an hour, which is enough time. Come up with that remote. It's right here. All right, let's go. So I'm going to give you an example because it not take no long something in this thingy bob here. And I'm going to start with my indefinite integral. I'm going to call this say 4xy. I'm going to say dx dy. So I'm giving you the double integral 4xy dx dy. It is a multivariable function. Why is it multivariable? Because it has both x and y right here. It has dx and dy at the end. Now,
He was a custodian
okay.
and for this generation. And I just want to thank everyone
So there are some things that I need to point out. Aston, are you awake? Or do you not come class tonight?
I'm right here.
All right. Yeah, my mouth's on full though. All right, let's go. Let's go. I'm going to point out some stuff. Order is important. Order is important. Inside, out. That's how we're going to work it. We're working it inside, out. Inside, out.
That's what they help everyone. I can also remember.
We're going to evaluate the inside piece first. The outside piece is going to work last. So the inside pieces worked first, and that pieces worked last. The inside pieces worked first, the outside pieces worked last. Watch me. I'm going to be integrating with respect to which variable?
X.
Very good. If you go ahead and integrate with respect to y, you are going to be very wrong. Order is important. So I know you know how to integrate. I'm adding 1 to the power, dividing by the new power. I'm adding 1 to the power, dividing by the new power. So because I'm integrating with respect to x, it means that it is variable x that I'm going to be integrating. Watch me. So I'm going to write back that the outside integration sign. Then the inside piece now is what I'm going to be doing. 4 x squared over 2 y. Sir, why? The 4 is a constant. I put it back. The y is a constant. I put it back. And then I'm going to integrate the x because I'm integrating with respect to x. So because I'm integrating with respect to x, I have x to the second power because I'm adding 1 to the power. Then I'm going to divide by the new power. So I'm going to divide by the 2. So it's going to become x squared over 2. Can you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
You don't agree with that, Astonil?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, mouth full, she can't answer. dy. Watch me now. This cancels this 2. So what I now have is the integral now of 2x squared y dy. But watch me.
As valid as the rate for their suggestion and of this activity and really
Let us differentiate that with respect to x and tell me what to get. When you differentiate that with respect to x, what do you get?
X or Y, sir.
No, differentiating what I just put in bubble, the red bubble, differentiate that for me, please, with respect to x.
4x Y.
What was the original function given?
Same.
Words why?
4xy. So whenever you do your differentiation, which is really a partial, you can when you're doing your integration of your partial, you can go and differentiate it with the same variable. Remember, it says we integrate with respect to x, so we can differentiate it with respect to x. When you differentiate it, if you don't get back what it is that you started off with, it means that you're wrong. Go back and start over. So I am getting this as my integral. And then now, in order for me to check that I'm correct, I can just go ahead and quickly differentiate it with respect to x, because if I differentiate it with respect to y, I'm going to get 2x squared. So with differentiating with respect to x, I'm going to get 4x y. And that's where I started off. So I know that this 2x squared y is correct. So continuing now, I am going to now integrate this with respect to what?
Why?
Y. So I'm going to have 2x squared y squared over 2. All right.
you know our relationship 25 years.
I left off something.
25
Question is correct, but I left off something. And I thought Tom would have reminded me. When you do an indefinite integral, guys, you must have your constant of integration. Anybody remember that from integration?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. When you integrate your indefinite integral, please don't forget your constant of integration. Your c must be there. Your constant of integration must be there. It has to be there. If it's not there, it's wrong. If it's not there, it's wrong. You must have that constant of integration, please. All right. Now, watch me. Watch me.
I think you found something on this particular the subject area. And in the last part of the class, you know, this thing when they might saw that I think
Are you
sometimes
are you following what I mean so far, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Now I'm gonna do something here that I want you to see. It's the first time you're gonna see this. You see this C here? Must
that happy that
must be integrated.
but there that that's the Lord.
Must be integrated.
What the people would say.
Must be integrated.
Like church that's going to support you. That's an Friday for the word.
Must be integrated. So many times I'm saying it because I often see where people just go ahead and forget it. Watch what is going to happen. This is going to be plus C Y.
You know, sometimes
I have one term here. I have one term here. I'm integrating this term with respect to y. So I'm adding 1 to the power. So it's going to become y squared divided by the new power, which is 2, plus c. And c is going to be integrated with the same y. Boom. But of course, this integral is an indefinite integral. So I'm going to again have another c. That cancels that. So my final answer is x squared y squared plus cy plus c. And if you don't believe me, watch this. Let us check this one to see when I differentiate the FFERENTIA, when I differentiate that with respect to y, I'm going to get 2x squared y. And you can see that is the same thing as what I have there. So I know that my answer is correct. So every time you do the integration, you can just quickly differentiate it to see if you get what it is that you started off with. But what is important, more important, if you leave the answer as, and I know Asin will answer this question, then sir, what if you leave the answer as x squared plus y squared, and you just each up a look at the 1c, sir, would that be correct? If you each up the 1c, more than likely is this 1c, you're going to each up at the last part. But no, you have to each up the c before. You have to each up the c before.
Sorry, can you repeat how you got the CY again?
All right, good. Do you understand this part, Simon?
Yes, sir.
Good. So remember, when I do the first integration, I have to have the constant of integration because it's an indefinite integral. So I have to have the constant of integration. Constant of integration. All right? Now, when sorry, it's not right here, so it's right here. So when I integrate this, this is the first integral. It wasn't here. Well, actually, it is here because I simplify here to get here. So I was correct. When I integrate, I would have gotten this for my first integral. Now, every time I integrate a function, I must, an indefinite integral, I must have my constant of integration. I must have my constant of integration. I must have it. I have to have the constant of integration. Now, the constant of integration is going to be the c. But now I'm going to be required to integrate this one more time. with respect to y this time. So therefore, this is going to be now when I integrate this with respect to y. Remember, when we integrate, we add to it. Differentiate, we subtract from. Integrate, we're adding. So this is going to be cy. If you don't believe me, when I differentiate cy with respect to y, I get back the c. Follow, Simon?
Yes, sir.
And then now, when I finish this second integration now, I'm going to have another c. I'm going to have another c. So that's what it is. So my answer is going to be x squared, y squared, plus cy plus c.
Right, right.
Anybody? Anybody?
Yes, first, that is the next person going on into that side. I mean, the Lord called
Which one integrating first
for that side.
with respect to?
The
Y.
integral of 6x squared.
You integrating with respect to? Astenil, I hear Shafwal came in and gave me the correct answer. We're integrating with respect to what, Astenil?
Y.
To y. All right. I'm leaving what I have up here. Try that for me. There's nothing more to the topic. Topic. Do that for me, please.
So just to confirm, sorry.
Mhm.
When the dy is inside, we integrate with respect whatever term is inside, that's what we do first, right?
Yeah.
So the dy,
Inside out.
we had the dx before.
Thank you all
Mhm.
very much.
Yeah.
Um,
So the final answer for the first question was x squared, y squared plus
X
cy
squared plus cy plus c.
plus 2. Okay.
so this song was love that that this number is one that he loved to sing. And I tell you, anytime you see that man that show up so big to sing, you'll hear bench those songs. You won't forget that. But thank you very much. Thank you, Marie. He's trying to.
All right. Okay. No answer.
Thank you again, everyone. That will be the end of the Remember Professor Kelly. Still, also still, Professor Kelly. Always, thank you for being on to remember him. Thanks for the positive for the family. Thanks for the funny story, the laugh, and I hope you all carry memory with you and actually all have
Anybody finish?
great
Yes, sir.
that
Thank you, Mary. Asking voice stayed.
Start over.
Simon.
Not as yet, sir.
I'm mixing up the differentiation with the integration. So when you add the 1 to the power and you divide by the power, I'm mixing up that. So I'm starting over.
All right. Do you want me to work it with you? Because I can't give you many more questions, you know. You want me to work this one so you can see it again?
Sure.
No problem. Simon, I'm telling you, this thing is trying my fate.
So you have
But
space underneath the question, you know.
now we have space to think.
Yeah.
All right, so all right, let us try
Because
it.
when you erase the previous one and you're supposed to send us the document, you won't have it.
Right. All right, let's go. So I'm integrating with respect to
Why?
y. Very good. So I'm gonna have the integral. I'm integrating with respect to y. Y is we're adding 1 to the power divided by the new power. It's y cubed. So I'm gonna have y to the 4th over 4 plus c dx. Tell me if you agree with that.
Yes,
That's what
sir.
I had. Yes, there.
Good. 2 into this goes 3 times. 2 into this goes 2 times. So what I now have is the integral of 3x squared y to the 4th over 2 plus c dx. If you don't believe me, we can differentiate with respect to y and differentiate with respect to y. This is just to check it. When I differentiate with respect to y, this is when it gives me 3x squared times 4y cubed, and all of that is still over 2. 2 cancel this goes 2 times, so that is going to be equal to 2 times 3, 6 x squared y cubed. And this is the same thing here, 6x squared y cubed. So I know that is correct. Good so far?
Yes, sir.
Good. And then now I'm integrating with respect to x. So when I integrate with respect to x, I'm going to get 3y to the 4th over 2, and I'm integrating with respect to x, times x to the 3rd power divided by 3. You see what I did? I put all the constant pieces by themselves. 3y to the 4th over 2 is constant. What I want is an x squared to differentiate, to integrate. So I'm going to integrate the x squared and just leave by itself. No, I'm going to integrate this also. So I'm going to get cx. And then, because I finished with the integration plus c. All I'm going to do now is to fix up. This cancels this. So it's going to be x cubed y to the 4th over 2 plus cx plus c. Look at that and tell me if you agree with it. And we can check. We can check this piece here. When I differentiate that piece with respect to x, I'm going to get 3x squared. The y to the 4th is a constant, and the over the 2 is there. So I'm going to see now if that's what I start off with the second integration. And if you look carefully, you'll see that that is that. 3x squared y to the 4th over 2. So every time you do the integration, just do a quick differentiation, no? Just go ahead, do a quick differentiation and check. So I don't enough to worry. I know my answer right to the T. Oh, and when I integrate, when I differentiate cx, I'm going to get c, which is that. And when I differentiate this constant, I'm going to get 0. And there's nothing else here. Right? So it's not bad. It's really not bad. All right. So I'm not going to anything more with you. I know that I've only looked at the indefinite integral. There is the definite part that I need to look at. I should tell you. So on Monday, they're going to have the tributes that we had tonight for Mr. Kelly. They're going to be having something on Monday for him that starts. I want to see if it's going to affect you, because on Monday, this is something I just need to check. What time is class on you on Monday? That have it on Monday? 5 to 7?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So Monday I'll have to have class with you from campus, because I have a setup for him on the 22nd at 7 p.m. So I will stream my class with you on Monday from the main campus. Yeah, I'm going to end here for tonight. On Monday, let me tell you what I'm going to do. Guys, I'm finished with Lagrange multipliers, you know. The most I can do is find more questions and do it and then explain it further. Lagrange finished. The multivariable function, it, let me ask you, does this look difficult to you?
Long.
It's long?
Not this.
Or the Lagrange?
Yeah.
It is long. But guess what? I find if you study the steps as the new, you will know what comes after what. And then once you follow the steps, you can't go wrong. Follow the steps, you can't go wrong. And we just did something a while ago and saw where we got the answer in both lambda and x and y. So therefore, there was no need for us to go and resubstitute lambda. So we had one less step to do. So we have 5 steps in this process. In this year case, we only had 4, because one of them was subsumed into the other. They use one stone to kill 2 birds. Write the steps down. And you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. So on Monday, what I'll do on Monday, we have to be very purpose driven for Monday. Monday, Lord Jesus. So it's gonna be a long day for me Monday, but anyhow. Monday, God's willing, I'm going to. I wonder if I could just. I wonder if I could just have class and then after class I leave and go to the something. Right, I'll sort it out. What I want to do on Monday, I want us to be purpose driven on Monday. I want you guys to come out and come out early. I know you guys still working, support and so on, but Monday I would love. All right, let me see if I can find another question on that range and send off between tonight and tomorrow so that on Monday we could just run through the solution, or maybe I could do the solution and send the solution also to you over the weekend so I can cheat the process. So come Monday now, I don't have to look at any Lagrange. I can just spend the time on Monday to do to just finish off the multivariable integration for the first hour of the class. And in the second order class, I want to touch on the final topic, which is differential equations. Final topic. I won't even go too deep down in differential equations. I'll just give you a variable separable and just call it a day. So come Wednesday, the syllabus will be finished, and then I'll be having conversations with you on different areas that you want me to go through. All right, different areas you want me to go through. All right.
Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
before you wrap up, a little bit off topic. You don't have any secret sauce for Microsoft?
Do I have any what?
Secret sauce.
Secret sauce?
Don't laugh. Yeah.
I said,
This is my most tedious Microsoft experience.
this one here?
Yes, sir.
It's dragging my brain.
Okay.
It's very heavy.
All right. So on that note, I have your mid-semester ready for you. But the mid-semester is going to be done because you're doing so much work on Edico. The mid-semester, I'm going to assign it. I won't do it tonight. In the scheme of everything, before I remember that there was something for Mr. Kelly tonight, in the scheme of everything, I was planning on leaving class at 8 o'clock tonight. And then give you 2 hours or maybe 2.5 hours, not 2 hours to do the questions for me and then upload tonight. But I won't do that because it's a long night. So a compromise afternoon is that I'm giving you this mid-semester exam. But here what is going to happen now? You're not going to get 12 hours to do it, you know. You won't get 6 hours to do it either. Neither will you get 3 hours. I'm going to, when I assign the mid-semester, and if I say to you, you have 1 hour to do it, I will give you, say, 10 minutes to do the upload. So you get an hour, 10 minutes. I will then start deducting marks, percentages for any upload that is past my upload time. So I know Asimi goes to church tomorrow. I have no problem assigning the assessment tomorrow evening. Why are you looking at me like that?
I know what kind of bombshell. Me, I look what God good tonight, you know, because if I never Mr. Kelly Memorial, would I get this so you know about?
Oh goodness, Astinel, are you serious?
As in, we never agreed on a date.
Can
Not
anybody
to my knowledge, that's it.
can anybody be my witness? I need somebody to be my witness.
You said we'll talk about it over WhatsApp, which we didn't.
Astinel, did I say to you? Did I say to you that 1 minute, please? 1 minute, 1 minute. Did I say to you, Aston, that I'm going to give you the mid-semester last week? And then he said to me, you have a programming something. And I said, okay, fine, it's going to be this week. And on Wednesday, he said to me, sir, the and I said, yes, we'll have a conversation over WhatsApp. Nobody raised that conversation with me over WhatsApp. But it's not that media asked if I go study for the mid-semester. I'm saying that I'm going to give you a mid-semester. Unless you want me, to give you on Monday, and we do it in our class time on an exam conditions. Which one is saying, Aston? Talk to me.
No, sir, do what you did I do before.
You know, woman. All right.
That's the networks.
Students, please. I want you to adhere to my times for the submission of this mid-semester. I am going to penalize for persons having for persons not complying to the upload time, to the point where if your 10 minutes are running down and you can't upload your assignment, send it to me, make me know so you finish, and then I will do the upload, because I don't want to penalize you, because I want you to maximize your grade for the final exam. So there are students, Aston, who have already completed ENICO. I know it's challenging, but there are students who have already completed it. And once one student can complete it, it means that all of you will have the propensity to complete it. I know it's difficult. Calculus 2 is not any ordinary course. It is one of the most difficult courses that we offer in the college, math courses that we offer in the college, right? And it is going to take a little patience. This is why I'm saying to you, you can't wait until overnight to do the assessments. Let me just take a quick look at something, because there are some of you who are going to be in a serious problem, not with me necessarily.
So no secret sauce. Okay.
No secret sauce, my love. No secret sauce. There are some of you who are going to be in problems, because up to when I checked it earlier on this week, there were students who did not start.
So to clarify, mid-semester is tomorrow evening.
Yeah.
Do you have a
Aston, what time
time?
is that? What time is a good time, Aston?
About 8 works.
8 works for you guys? We're trying to facilitate her. She's Adventist and we don't want to break. Well, she's already breaking our stuff for class. For last semester and this semester. So that's the reason. So talk to me now, guys. Is 8 okay? Or
Yes, sir. For me, it's okay.
the rest of you?
Sure, them fall asleep. I'll let them know.
What I said, sir? What happened?
Now saying if 8 o'clock tomorrow is good to issue the mid-semester.
Yeah, that's a good
Okay, you see, that's what I'm telling you. One person don't start. Okay, Aston, you just have 4 more to do. Just go and finish off the stuff, Aston. You have 4 more. It can be done. It can be done, and you're going to do it. It can be done. Come Chevy, you need to put some pep to this step for me, please. You have 6 more, Chevy. You need to You need to go, Shamari. You have 3 more left. Please to hurry up, finish off with something, guys, so that those of you who can get an opportunity to improve on the edit. I'm not going to reopen anything until I see everything complete enough, because I want to complete all the stuff. Simon, you have 4 more. You're working well. Just finish off the stuff. You guys are doing well. Finish off the stuff. Commit yourselves to doing some serious work over this weekend. Get it out of the way. I'm expecting there are 11 of you on my edical, but 1, 2, 3. I'm not expecting 3 of the students to write the exam. So there are going to be 8 scripts to mark. I'm committing myself to mark up those 8 scripts in a day. So whichever day, if your exam falls on a Friday, by the Monday, I am submitting the grades. Which day is your exam on? Anybody know? Which day of the week?
No idea, sir.
No idea. All right. So
It's on a Wednesday. It's
it's
the
on a Wednesday.
15th.
It's on a Wednesday. All right. So it means that by the Friday of that week, I mark, I normally look over. By the Friday of that week, I'm going to post your stuff. So your exam grades should be posted before the examination period ends. Because any other exam that comes before yours, I'm going to stop marking those papers, so I can just mark off your 8 scripts and send it off. So you have to complete, so that I'm not waiting on anybody, because I will not wait on anybody. But anyhow, big up on yourself, study hard, finish up my work, look over your stuff, you should be good to go. I'm going to generate a question or 2 on the Lagrange multiplier and send off to you. I won't even send anything on the multivariable function integration. I'll just look at some more Lagrange and send off to you a little later on. Have a good one. Later.
You as well, sir.
Good night,
Mhm.
sir.
Good night.